Joining us. Hi, Rahul. Very good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us today. On the Nifty. First up, let's talk about, the Nifty. We're holding up well above that 26,000 mark. First time, almost in a year is when we have crossed that mark. Very close to the record high levels as well. When do you think we are going to reach there? And do you think, within this year itself, we are going to reach a new high?
Yeah, very good afternoon. And basically, probably we are just one day away from the previous all-time high. May happen, anytime soon. But the bigger, point here is the markets are slowly factoring in the US trade deal. So eventually, when it happens, it could be a classic buy on rumor, sell on news kind of a market where we may see profit booking happening on the day of the announcement of the deal with the US. Now, whether that happens at 26,500, whether that happens at 26,000, that time will tell. But until and unless the announcement doesn't come out, that the inflow, the trickle of information would keep on coming, which would possibly keep the bulls interested in the market staying up. And technically speaking, also, since we've crossed the 26,000 level, psychological level, a close above that today should open way for 26,277, which is the previous all-time high for the Nifty. So my sense is, enjoy the party at least until the music is on. And once the announcement comes in, the market could actually shift its overall positions from large caps to mid caps. So our big bet today is on the mid cap space. We feel that large caps could see profit booking once the announcement happens. That does not mean that they are bearish, but yes, they could spend some time sideways. They would consolidate for a bit after this big rally that we've seen. Probably some more, a couple of days of more rally, maybe they are in the cards. But mid caps, if you see the mid cap 100 index or if you see the mid cap select index, there is a beautiful cup and handle pattern on the daily charts of these indices, which means that the next leg of rally could be coming in from the mid cap space, which is where the market could also be looking to shift its investment onto. So that is one big call that we have on the market. And as far as banks are concerned, Bank Nifty has been leading the show so far, but in the short term, everything is looking heated up. RSI is in the overbought zone, whether it is daily charts or it is hourly charts. So it doesn't make sense to put fresh money or take fresh positions at this point in time as far as the Nifty and the Bank Nifty is concerned. But in case a dip happens, that could be a good opportunity to re-enter. So it's time to be selective. Mid cap is the space to be.
All right, so like you said, it's time to be selective, and mid cap is where the next leg of rally could come in. So, if you could, Rahul, just give us, sectoral sense within the mid cap space. Where do you think which pocket within the mid cap space is likely to, drive growth going forward?
Yeah, so there are two stocks which we like particularly from this mid-cap space. So one of them is GMR Airport. Now, the long-term charts are suggesting that the stock is at a very crucial fulcrum, a breakout of which is expected above 95. So there's a volatility contraction pattern on the long-term charts, which means the next leg of rally could very well begin from here, and the stock could in fact outperform the space and probably head towards targets of 120 on the upside over the next 3 to 4 month time frame. So from a delivery perspective, we're advising clients to buy GMR airports at these prices, have a stop loss placed on a closing basis at 85, and invest for the next 4 odd months. The second stock which looks good, slightly shorter time frame in the next 10 days, could outperform is KFin Tech. KFin Tech has formed a very solid base around the 1050, 1100 area for many weeks now. And looking at the price action of the last few days, it is very much evident that the stock is trying to break out from the current consolidation, which means 1200, 1240 is something that is very much on the cards. So one can look to buy KFin Tech at these levels for a target of 1240 on the upside, and stop loss can be placed at 1110 on the downside.
That's a buy call coming in on KFin Tech. But apart from that, Rahul also wanted your thoughts on the IT sector because it's IT all the way today, the biggest sectoral gainer, and the top five top performing stocks on the Nifty 50 index are all IT stocks. If you can take us through what your view will be on the entire sector and any stock specific ideas from this sector.
Yeah, so IT has been sort of, being the underdog for a long enough time. Finally, some bit of respite is coming. Having said that, in overall the structure of the IT index is still not out and out bullish. So maybe from a short term perspective, yes, the IT index could head towards 37,500 on the upside, or maybe slightly higher as well. So purely from a very short term perspective, a bounce back is something what we are witnessing at this point in time. Yes, it is driven by what is happening on the results, quarterly numbers. So, if I were to be specific in the same, I think Infosys is the one stock, previous quarter also we saw good numbers. Today, again, it is seeing good price volume action on the charts. The next visible target for the stock is in the vicinity of 1600, 1620. So one can look to buy Infosys at these levels, maybe around dips around 1520 as well. Have a stop loss place at 1500, and a good 5 to 6% jump can be expected from current levels.
So 5 to 6% jump can be expected. That's the word coming in. Mr. Sharma, thank you so much for taking your time out and helping us understand what the market setup is looking like at the moment. Thanks so much for joining us today.